Let's get right to NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles tracking every move for us, and former Republican Congressman Carlos Curbelo of Florida with us as well. Ryan, first, tell us about these concessions McCarthy made and where efforts to unite Republicans stand now.
Yeah, that's right. On late last night, early this morning, as you rightly point out, the Rules Committee did make two adjustments to this bill. One that took back some cuts that were going to be made to biofuels credits, particularly ethanol, which is something that the Iowa delegation was very much opposed to. And it also changed the work requirements for some social programs, making those work requirements a bit steeper. Now, Republicans claim that this isn't a substantive change to the bill, that it's just a technical change, which I think is a very difficult argument to make. But nonetheless, they are feeling pretty bullish about their chances of passing this bill. And that's because while there are some differences about kind of the technicalities of this legislation, they are united in using this as leverage to prevent the Biden spending from the White House. Listen to what Steve Scalise, the second-ranking Republican, had to say just a few minutes ago.
Joe Biden has maxed out the nation's credit card. And now at this moment, where the credit card is maxed out, Joe Biden has gone into hiding, trying to run out the clock and create a debt crisis, demanding not that we address the spending problem that maxed out the credit card, but believe it or not, Joe Biden is demanding that he get another card to go max out.
Now, to be very clear, Anna, we still don't know that Kevin McCarthy has the votes to pass this legislation. There are at least two hard no's. Tim Burchett of Tennessee and Nancy Mace of South Carolina still say they're not going to support it. There's at least 6 or 7 other Republicans that haven't made it clear whether or not they're going to support this legislation. So there is going to be a lot of biting of nails of Republican leaders here if this vote does come to the floor later this afternoon.
Right. Congressman, the GOP infighting, which had Republicans burning that midnight oil, is a reminder for Speaker McCarthy about pains of him governing with this very slim 5-seat majority. How big of a test is this for the House Speaker?
Well, Anna, this is a big test, not only because this is a serious issue, the debt ceiling, but also because McCarthy's speakership hangs in the balance. This is the deal that he cut by allowing that motion to vacate the chair. If any faction of the party, most likely the more right-wing faction, gets upset at him or feels betrayed by him at any point, they can file a motion to vacate the chair, and the McCarthy speakership will essentially be on hold, and there will be another crisis in the House, as we saw during the first week. So it appears that for now, Anna, McCarthy has been able to convince members that this is the best way forward. The kinds of conversations that happen behind the scenes kind of go like this, especially with the more centrist members who aren't happy about having to take these kinds of tough votes. What the leadership team tells them is, hey, this bill isn't actually going to become law. Let's just get this across the finish line. Help us get a strong bargaining position so that we can sit with President Biden and try to extract some real concessions. So a lot of House Republicans will probably vote for this bill begrudgingly, knowing that they're going to get attacked in November of next year when they're trying to run for re-election in swing districts. But the argument that leadership makes to them is that making the team stronger will ultimately be better for them.
Okay, we will watch. We'll see what happens. Some of the cuts that have been proposed, are taking away money from food stamps and Medicaid and that type of thing that impacts many American. And so thank you. I appreciate your voice here. Former Congressman Carlos Curbelo, Ryan Nobles, keep us posted. Good to have you here.